One thing about God is if He'll ever have you in a position to talk about something, if you're doing it in the right context, He's going to make you walk through it first. He's going to make you walk through a situation first before you could ever help somebody else get out of it. Where I'm in a phase right now in my life where I'm dealing with, I don't want to say unforgiveness, but grief in a sense, or something along those lines. And the other day I had to tell myself, I said, hey, it's not what people did to you or people did in regards to you that you should focus on. You should focus on what you do after a person offends you, right? Well, I'm sitting here and I was thinking, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna tell my TikTok about this and why it's important. God reminded me that forgiveness is for yourself and it's not for the other person. So even if the other person or the other parties or maybe if it was a job, even if they don't come around to do right by you, you could have got fired from a job and they did you in the worst way possible. You could have been on leave handling the situation and they hired somebody in your place and they told you that you will have a job when you get back. You could be in a situation where maybe like one of your closest friends may have done something to you, somebody who you probably wouldn't have felt. You might be going through turmoil with your family. You might be going through it with your school, going through a battle. Whatever your area is, we all go through things, right? But it's not our job to dwell or hold on to whatever we may have experienced. So I know everybody be like, okay, come on. Someone close to me came to me and told me, hey, Aaliyah, I'm going to tell you about my experience with something. And I'm going to tell you what the Lord told to me. The Lord said that forgiveness is boundless. It's not a one-time opportunity, but every day, every second, every minute of your life, you have to choose to forgive. So that means if that thought comes to me and I've said in my heart one thing, I have to continually train my mind, train my thoughts, that is what we are sitting in. So even if the wounds come up, I have to put myself in a position to reframe my mindset in order to walk in exactly what God wants me to do. Because God has not called us to be bitter about situations. God has not called us to linger on situations. And God has not called us to have a grievance towards one another. So I spent some time and I was talking to someone in regards to it because that person keeps bringing up this thing, right? He keeps bringing up this situation. That person keeps bringing up this situation. And I stopped them in their tracks this time as we were talking. And I told them, I said, hey, my issue was not what they did initially. It was what they did after the fact that became an issue. And as I began to feel the emotion of what I experienced, I began to remind myself that it's not about what they did to you. It's about what you do after the fact. So with me, as I was walking through and navigating this thing, I'm like, hey, this area won't see me. This area don't have anything to tell me. This area is, I don't want to say it, but this area no longer holds a position in my life, right? So then I began to walk through my emotion and I'm like, hey, just leave it at that. Keep pushing. But then I started to realize how my emotions felt even when I tried to walk through it. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I had to continue to remind myself, watch how you perceive stuff. Because when we hold on to certain things, it begins to cause health issues. It begins to cause us to get into a mental state that we were never designed to be in. It causes us to exhibit behaviors that God has not called us into. And you have to rethink. You literally have to rethink everything that you're doing. And I know I'm trying to be careful with what I say too. But I want to encourage somebody today that it's not what a person does to you. It's not what a place. We talked about a job. We talked about school. We talked about friends. We talked about family. And it's not about what they do. It's about what you do when an offense is done to you. God is not testing you on what the other person does, but he tests you on what you do in the midst of what you may be enduring. Remember that.